Archangel Michael says, a large sum of money that was divinely meant for you has been redirected without your permission. This didn't happen by accident. It was a deliberate decision made behind your back by someone close to you. The person who did this thought they would never be caught. They acted boldly, thinking your silence meant ignorance. But they didn't account for the eyes of heaven. This money had your name spiritually attached to it. It was connected to your efforts, your patience, your obedience. Someone saw it as an opportunity for themselves. The signature was altered. The date was shifted. And the lie began to grow, but only for a moment. Type Amen to get blessing 591. Your spirit began to feel unsettled recently for a reason. You felt like something was off, but couldn't explain it. That was the holy realm stirring your awareness. The documents they handled are now beginning to expose the truth. Lines are being traced back to where it all went wrong. And your name is returning to its rightful place. You were being robbed in silence. But heaven never sleeps. Your angels have been watching every moment from the start. Comment, reveal every hidden deception around my name. They were smiling in front of you while quietly shifting ownership. They wanted your silence. But now their own guilt will start to make noise. Archangel Michael says, someone from their circle will soon betray them. The person who helped redirect the funds will confess under pressure. And when they do, everything will change in your favor. They thought the paper trail was destroyed. But there is a spiritual record. And God is now unsealing it. Type Amen to get blessing 302. You will soon be contacted regarding something you didn't sign. A message, an email, or even a letter will shock you. It will contain your name, but not your writing. That will be the first sign. Do not ignore it. Heaven is using it to prove that the truth is returning to you. They moved fast when they thought you wouldn't notice. But justice moves faster. And now it's catching up to them in silence. Comment, nothing meant for me will ever be stolen again. A phone call will come from someone who doesn't usually speak much. They'll reveal a small part of the puzzle. And from that moment, clarity will begin unfolding like never before. Your dreams lately haven't been random. They've been spiritual messages wrapped in visions. You were being shown signs of financial deception. You may even recall a moment when someone mentioned a transaction casually. That wasn't casual, it was a confession in disguise. But now, you'll remember it differently. Type Amen to get blessing 740. This person knew you trusted them. That's why they did it quietly. They believed your faith in them would cover their lie. They forgot one thing. God doesn't operate through secrecy. And now, the light is shining where the darkness was once safe. Someone used your name in a legal or business transaction. They gained approval based on your reputation. But now the consequences are circling back. Comment, let what was hidden be revealed in full. You will begin to see delays around their life. Their words will become heavy. Their steps will become slow. Guilt will begin to weigh them down. Archangel Michael says, heaven is reversing what was stolen. The account will shift. The papers will be reviewed. And your name will be cleared. You were chosen to carry abundance, not to fight for it. But this war was necessary, for truth to rise in its fullest form. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Watch carefully who starts distancing themselves from you. The guilty ones always step back before the exposure begins. Silence is their confession. Their behavior will change subtly. Averted eyes, sudden kindness, unnecessary explanations. Each one is a clue from the divine. You are not crazy for feeling like something was taken. You're spiritually accurate. Your discernment was never wrong. Comment, I will trust my spirit, not their words. A new gate of provision is opening. This time, no one will intercept it. This time, the blessing will arrive untouched. The money was held up, but not denied. It was delayed, but not destroyed. And now it's rerouting back to your hands with interest. You'll begin to notice sudden approvals, reimbursements, or credits. These are not coincidences. They are divine repayments. Type Amen to get blessing 483. Archangel Michael says, someone you once considered family or trusted like family was the cause. Their actions didn't match their words. But now, their words are failing them. Their hands touched what was holy. And now, their hands are tied. God is removing their influence and freezing their access. They used your silence to build their lie. But now your silence is turning into their exposure. The heavens have started to speak on your behalf. Comment, I receive restoration over every stolen seed. You may hear them claim confusion. You may see them pretend they didn't know. But deep down, their conscience already knew what was wrong. That's why they avoided eye contact. That's why they kept certain details vague. Every lie they planted is growing roots of exposure. The next time they try to reach out, it will be out of fear. But you are under no obligation to welcome what wounded you. Type Amen to get blessing 821. You are entering the season of divine repayment. What was rerouted will be redirected. What was stolen will be restored in public view. You will be honored in the same space where they tried to remove your name. Your name will echo through systems, offices, and files as one that carries favor. This was not just financial, it was spiritual warfare. And now, it's divine justice. And your name will never be the same. Comment, restore every coin, every signature, every opportunity. You'll receive a message that reads, I didn't know if I should tell you this. That message will unlock the next chapter. Be ready. This is not a battle you need to fight with anger. Stay still. Heaven is doing the heavy lifting. Your finances will feel lighter. Your path will feel brighter. And the weight you've been carrying will break overnight. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They will try to play the victim. They'll say they were pressured, or they didn't know the full truth. But deep down, they knew exactly what they were doing when they used your name. They had time to come clean. They had moments where their conscience stirred. But they ignored it, believing your spirit would never find out. Now the consequences are arriving, and they will not be able to escape. What they buried in paperwork is rising in spirit. What they thought was hidden is now center stage. Type Amen to get blessing 722. Your ancestors have intervened in this matter. Someone in heaven who once fought for you on earth is still fighting. They saw the moment your name was misused and whispered a divine alarm to the angelic realm. That is why you've felt sudden chills. That's why you've had trouble resting lately. Your spirit has been alerted because something major is shifting. Your name has a weight in the spiritual realm. It cannot be stolen or misused without consequence. Now, Everything connected to your name is returning with authority. Comment, I call my name back into divine alignment. The one who misused your identity was once close to you emotionally. They used emotional ties to access legal pathways. Their words were smooth, but their hands were stealing. They knew exactly how to make you comfortable while they rearranged things in their favor. But now they are uncomfortable, because the divine mirror is being held up to their actions. There will be a sudden moment of silence from them. It won't be peace, it'll be fear. They are beginning to sense what's coming. Type Amen to get blessing 394. There will be a delay in something they were expecting. A blocked payment, a legal error, a digital disruption. And they will know, it's because they tampered with what was holy. Archangel Michael says, the financial favor that belongs to you has been unblocked. The scroll in heaven has been unsealed. What they stole is now being poured back into your life. The heavens are moving behind the scenes to position new people who will honor your name correctly. You will walk into rooms where your name has been praised, not misused. Comment, I receive divine honor over my name and worth. The angels are aligning the truth to fall into the right ears. Someone you never expected will speak in your favor. They'll say your name at the right time, in the right place, with the right authority. You won't need to beg for what's yours. It will arrive in your hands, unshaken, unharmed, repackaged by God. The next time you receive a letter with your name, it will carry a blessing. The numbers attached to it will reverse the loss, and the favor behind it will silence the enemy. Type Amen to get blessing 110. They wanted to delay your prosperity, but God is speeding it up. What should have taken months will now take days. What they blocked will now overflow. The accounts in your name will be touched by divine updates. Some balances will shift. Some debts will disappear. Some funds will return as if they were never missing. You'll feel the shift in your wallet and in your spirit. Peace will return to your finances, and stress will exit your household. Comment, let my house be filled with divine wealth and truth. Archangel Michael says, this battle was allowed so your discernment could sharpen. You needed to see who around you was capable of theft in disguise. And now, you'll never doubt your spirit again. The warning signs were always there. Their slip-ups, their timing, their interest in what wasn't theirs. But now, every piece is falling together. They underestimated the spiritual surveillance around you. They didn't realize angels watched every click, every stamp, every form. The record has been kept, and now, it's being revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 266. The one who tried to replace your name is about to lose their own recognition. Their reputation will begin to fade. Their voice will begin to shrink. People will begin to distance themselves from them, not because of gossip, but because of discomfort. The energy they carry will expose their guilt. Your elevation will become more visible in this next season, not just in money, but in respect. You will rise in ways they can't copy. Comment, no counterfeit can mimic my divine calling. You may notice signs from heaven guiding you to recheck certain things. Old emails, documents, conversations. Follow those nudges. They are keys. One of these keys will lead you to an overlooked detail. A date that doesn't match. A signature that doesn't belong. That discovery will unlock your full restoration. You are not alone in this journey. The Spirit has surrounded you with divine intelligence. Every lie is now a stepping stone toward your greater blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You will receive unexpected news about money in your name. It may first come in the form of a correction, a refund, or a reopening. But it is the doorway to what was once redirected. They cannot hold what was meant for you any longer. Their hands are being released. Your name is being honored again. Don't look for revenge. Let favor be your answer. Let abundance be your vindication. The spiritual court has already ruled in your favor. Comment, Heaven has ruled. I stand in full favor now. This is not the end of the blessing. It is just the beginning. What was taken is being restored. What was hidden is being multiplied. You'll feel peace where you once felt panic. You'll feel joy where you once felt robbed. And this time, it's permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 853. They are now afraid of being exposed. They're checking their steps, reviewing their words, and watching your movements. Because something inside them knows the clock of justice has started ticking. The shift in energy is undeniable. What once favored them is now working against them. The same door they entered through has now become their trap. God allowed the delay so you could become spiritually stronger, so that when this blessing returns, no one will ever get close enough to tamper with it again. You've earned this restoration through grace and obedience. Type Amen to get blessing 344. You may feel emotional in the coming days. Not out of fear, but because your soul will feel the weight of what's being returned. It's not just about money, it's about the restoration of trust, of self-worth, of divine promise. This restoration will also clear paths for other areas of your life. Relationships will begin to shift. Health will stabilize. Joy will return to your home. Comment, I welcome full circle restoration over my entire life. The people who tried to block your inheritance will watch it return publicly. They will see it and not be able to stop it. They will hear your name again and again in places they tried to erase it from. They will try to pretend they're happy for you, but their hearts will feel the sting of losing something they never truly owned. Because what's yours, spiritually sealed, can never be stolen permanently. The money redirected was meant to elevate your purpose. And now, the resources will align with your mission. This time, you'll use it with wisdom and protection. Type Amen to get blessing 975. Archangel Michael says, even in their manipulation, God used their attempt for your testimony. What they planned as theft is now proof of your divine covering. Your story will be one people tell. They tried to rob her, but it only made her stronger. They stole from him, but look where God took him after. Their lies are short-lived, but your truth is eternal, and the mark on your name is being cleared right now. Comment, my name is clean. My purpose is holy. My blessings are safe. Do not let fear enter this process. Everything is already working for you, not against you. The courtroom of heaven has ruled, and now earth must obey. Your address is being realigned. What they tried to send elsewhere will land in your hands. Nothing will be lost again. Every hidden plan is being shown to you, step by step, and God will make sure you're ready to handle every part of it. Type Amen to get blessing 119. One of the signatures on that redirected document will be proven false. It will lead to questioning. It will unravel the lie completely. There will be an investigation, not by you, but through the system they trusted. The trap they set will now trap them. You will not be blamed. You will be lifted. You will be declared clean in front of those who tried to stain your name. Comment: no lie will last. Truth is my foundation. You are divinely guarded. What happened before won't happen again. Because your spirit has evolved, your wisdom has multiplied, and your protection is fierce. This was their final attempt. They didn't know it, but heaven did. And that's why this exposure had to happen now. Archangel Michael says, you are being called into a new financial level. And no thief can follow. Only truth. Only favor. Only purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 286. This story will bless others. You'll soon share it not in pain, but in power. Your testimony will unlock someone else's restoration too. Because of your faith, what you thought was gone is not only returning, it's coming with addition. What was stolen is being returned with interest. A check, a transfer, an approval. These are not just payments. They are evidence that God never allowed the final word to be theft. Comment: God's hand has rewritten my story in gold. Watch the mail. Watch the bank. Watch your spirit. One of these areas will receive the breakthrough first. And when it does, the rest will follow like a river. You're about to experience financial confirmation, divine transaction, unstoppable provision. This isn't luck. This is justice. This is restoration. This is divine wealth being placed back in its rightful hands. Type Amen to get blessing 500. They are now going to feel the impact of what they did. Not because you cursed them, but because they cursed themselves by touching what was holy. You didn't need revenge. You just needed patience. And now, that patience is about to pay you more than any man ever could. You'll stand taller, sleep deeper, smile wider. You'll walk into rooms knowing no lie can reach you anymore. Comment: my reward is sacred. My soul is covered. This wasn't just about the money. It was about who you're becoming. Stronger, sharper, spiritually untouchable. You've outgrown manipulation. You've outlasted the thief. You've outrun the delay. Now it's time to outrank the fear. Archangel Michael says, your hands are being blessed again. Your name is glowing again. And no one can dim what God has reignited. Type Amen to get blessing 661. This chapter is yours now. The enemy failed. The liar is silent. And you're about to be celebrated in places you were once betrayed. Expect sudden peace. Unexplained favor. Random blessings. These are the signals that your account is being filled in heaven and on earth. You are not broke. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being restored in a way no human can reverse. Comment: I am chosen. I am covered. I am compensated.